Okay, and the final game of this week is me versus LeinadColtrane, who's playing Sunny. Uh, this again is a pretty reasonable hand. Like draw ice and econ, I'll definitely take it. And Sunny is notoriously slow to set up. She does have some tools which can be awkward, but I like seeing her across the table as a fast advanced deck. So, so yeah, I'm going to fire off some of these econ events eventually. Here we go. And I'm not expecting a count siphon out of Sunny. Legwork I don't mind. So, against my earlier statement, because I judged the threat to having her run my HQ to be minimal, I'm happy to let it sit open, especially because I've got so much other ice that I can put there. But yeah, so a hedge fund, and we'll put the Archangel over HQ. I mean, if she runs in, or do I bounce back? Well, bouncing back a daily cast doesn't seem good. Bouncing the baby isn't ideal. Installing a Plastic is entirely reasonable against Haarpsichord on the other side. I'm just going to quickly fire that off, but that was not correct, I don't think. I'm looking at an opponent with 3 resources already installed. I've got a little engine that they can't break and an all-seeing eye in hand. The smarter play definitely would have been to install the little engine, put the breaking news behind it, and then on the following turn blow up all their resources with the all-seeing eye. I'm kind of annoyed at myself for missing it, and as a result I throw the all-seeing eye away in a kind of temper tantrum against myself, I guess. Even though, again, in this matchup it's obviously going to be a really good card. Little Engine against Sunny is hilarious. If Sunny's using her Sunny Breaker suite, the break option on them breaks all the subroutines. So Little Engine against Sunny essentially becomes a 7 strength, 5 to res code gate, which costs her 7 to get through, 8 to get through. So yeah, it's not Little Engine is very situational. I like it early to score Astros behind, but against Sunny in particular, it's a ton of fun. So in this situation, because of the Little Engine, and because I'm not feeling like I'm under a lot of pressure, I think my next turn is going to be to dump the Astro behind the Little Engine, fire off some more econ, and just try and get it scored out that way. So again, it's going to take a femme fatale or an inside job or some other bypass effect to get past the Little Engine protecting the Astro train, which, yeah, it's hilariously thematic. So yeah, he runs the Little Engine and bounces off it. I'm feeling pretty good about this one. Well, he's making a lot of money, don't get me wrong, 4 credits a turn is pretty good, but unless you're doing something with that money, there's a security nexus. That's definitely something you can do with it. Again, I think my opponent is just going to be slightly too late and not have quite enough credits, but the security nexus would allow him to bypass the Little Engine and take the Astro from behind it if he'd got it out a bit earlier and had had a few more credits. But unfortunately, neither of those things are true. The train has pulled out of the station and now it's time to start looking. So yeah, so here comes Nexus Sunny. She's gonna essentially use her console as a breaker, and it means that it's now time for me to start double icing as much as I can. Security Nexus is an exceptionally powerful tool. It's really, really strong. There's a great, or certainly a very serviceable Kate deck which uses it. It's what I expect Sunny's major contribution to Netrunner to be in the short term. So yeah, so there's the double ice to prevent him from Security Nexusing into my R&D. The Sansan is probably more bait than anything else at this point. Like, if he wants to go in and pay 5 to trash it, that's fine. If he doesn't, then it will become an opportunity for me to do stuff. So yeah, here comes the Security Nexus to bypass the little engine. He pays his tax to bypass the ice and encounters the Sansan. Now again, regardless of the situation, I think killing Sansans preemptively is always the best choice, unless it's going to literally bankrupt you or lead to a game-losing situation, because allowing those things to exist just makes every draw that the Corp gets more threatening, as long as they have 9 credits. So, yep, he makes the smart choice, trashes the Sansan. Better to deal with it now than deal with it later. Double security chips, so obviously to pump up the strength of Sunny's breakers, which we've not seen yet. Okay, there's another Astro for my hand. Now, at this point, I don't want to signal that I've drawn the Astro. So, my worry is if I put a card in front of HQ, it will make him think, oh, he's drawn an agenda and now he's trying to protect it. So instead, I put a card in server 2 to bypass the threat of the security console. Okay, so there's treble rabbit holes and a Jack Sinclair, so now he's got a whole bunch of free accesses coming up, and yeah, he's heading straight into my hand. There's no value in resing an Archangel. He's at 6 link already, and I'd have to pay 1 in order to have the opportunity to pay in order to bounce it back. Now, I'm thinking here about the value of resing it, paying to beat the trace, then paying again to put the security nexus back in his hand. But I come to the conclusion it's too expensive to do that, and doesn't set him back enough when he's generating 4 credits a turn. And Dan Darginio popping into my game for 30 seconds. And yeah, so here come the runs on HQ. He's bound to snag an agenda. But no, he just hits Turing twice, which again is super unlucky on his part. He's got no tools for a clot. So it's time to pull the Astro train out of the station, and unless he takes the Beal next turn, that's going to be a quick 7 points. However, as a 5-click runner who can just check my HQ, which he's doing, it's absolutely the right choice, there's a decent chance he just takes the Beal, especially having trashed the cyber deck. So down to 4 cards. He's got 4 clicks, but instead he installs and loads Katie. Under these circumstances, with the Corp as a threat to score on the next turn, you should really be dedicating your turn to vetting their hand, especially when it's obvious that they can't really keep you out. In his situation, running my hand 4 times or 5 times is absolutely the correct call there. But instead, he gives me the window to pop the Beal and score a quick 7 points. As my opponent says, Sonny still kind of too slow to operate in the meta. Yep, Archangel. I show him the Archangel just to prove how useless it is against a 6-link runner. But yes, so that's all the games that I played last Sunday. I hope you enjoyed watching them. I'm not sure they were particularly instructive or of the highest quality, but hopefully the series will pick up. I'm going to play 5 games with a runner deck of mine next week, and hopefully have those videos up for you the week after. Thanks for watching.